The Microsoft and Bethesda game show was hands down the best thing to come out of this year's 2021 E3, and as promised, I wanted to cover specifically what was announced, what they showed us and things like that, and give you my 2 cents here and there. So here it is. Welcome back to another Tech Control video. This year's E3 2021, Microsoft and Bethesda. If you guys don't know or haven't heard, Microsoft actually bought Bethesda and now they're doing the game show together. So in this conference, they showed us 30 games, 27 of which are going to be available day one on Game Pass. Make sure to hit that big red subscribe button, share this video with a buddy or two if you like what we talk about in the video, hit that like button. And make sure to comment your thoughts below. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of opinions out there, so I want to hear them all. Now, really quickly, for those of you that saw the event streamed, it was streamed at 1080p, which is fine, you know, for a stream. But if you get a chance, go back and watch the conference. It's now uploaded in 4K, and man, some of these games, they're just stunning and beautiful, and they're worth a second look. So they opened the show with Bethesda's new game, Starfield. They showed us an in-engine trailer. They didn't really show much, but so far what we've seen is good. It's going to be out late 2022. And for everybody who thought the game was not going to be exclusive, they stomped hard on that rumor, confirming that it's going to be exclusive to PC and Xbox consoles. Also going to be available on Game Pass. Next, we got to see Stalker 2. I gotta say, I didn't even know there was a Stalker 1. I think this was like a PC game or something like that. But so far, what we've seen from Stalker 2 looks amazing. Again, this is one of those games that you definitely want to go back and rewatch in 4K. And yes, going to be available on Game Pass. Sea of Thieves. Now, this game is one of those games that when it first came out, I think IGN gave it like a 4 or something like that. They said that there wasn't much to do, although it was visually impressive, the water looked good, they were just bored. But since then, the game has gotten a lot of DLC, a lot of content that has made the game a lot better. IGN re-reviewed the game once again, I think it was last year, and they gave it an 8. The game has more than 20 million downloads, so it's safe to say that it's pretty popular. On June 22nd, the game is getting a free Pirates of the Caribbean crossover. Yes, that's right, with Captain Jack Sparrow. I don't know who's doing the voice acting for this, but if it's not Johnny Depp, this guy sounds just like him. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Now, really quickly, I just want to take a second to mention that Like a Dragon is the first entry in the Yakuza series that was available on Xbox at launch. Every Yakuza game was a PlayStation exclusive. Yes, I said was, because now you can play every single Yakuza game that has been released on Game Pass. So, Like a Dragon is the latest iteration. It's great to see that that's on there too. Go ahead, give the entire collection a shot. It's like over-the-top wackiness, but seems like a lot of fun. Contraband. All we really got from this game was a teaser trailer that revealed the IP name. From developers Avalanche, apparently this is going to be a open-world co-op smuggling game. 12 minutes. Finally, this game has an official release date. It's coming out in August. It's a dark thriller game, but what's more impressive, this game features a star-studding voice acting cast of Daisy Ridley from Star Wars, James McAvoy from X-Men, and Willem Dafoe from so many things, but you guys probably know him best from Spiderman 2002. And yes, it's going to be available on Game Pass day one. Fallout 76. Yes, why was Fallout 76 here at this conference? Who knows? That game came out to such horrible reviews, but apparently it's been, you know, getting updates and things like that, and it's somewhat decent now, and it's getting a DLC. I gotta be honest, they sort of tricked me into thinking it was a new Fallout, but nope, it's still Fallout 76, but it's getting a new DLC. That's fine. We got some pre-alpha gameplay of Battlefield's 2042 massive multiplayer battles. Apparently the game will host 128 players on next gen, and there's a lot going on in this trailer. All looks like it's gonna be a ton of fun. Elder Scrolls Online is now console enhanced, boosted version for Xbox Series X, S, and PS5, out June 15th. Jump Ship Somerville, it's a sci-fi adventure, Xbox exclusive and available on Game Pass. Party Animals, Very Silly Beasts, battling on Xbox in 2022. Let me just stop for a second and say that this trailer was hilarious. Sort of reminds me of like Fall Guys-ish. but more mayhem. Also available on Game Pass. Psychonauts 2 gets a new gameplay trailer, and I gotta say, it looks pretty good. Psychonauts 1 is on Game Pass, so this one's also going to be on Game Pass, I should say. I'm definitely going to jump in to beat the first Psychonauts before I hit this one. It's coming out in August 25th. Then we got Halo Infinite in the middle of the show. Not even the middle, it was like a little bit less than halfway, sort of. We've heard rumors that the multiplayer was going to be free to play. This now confirms it. It's actually going to be 120 frames per second with a performance mode, or 60 frames per second with ray tracing. They also confirmed that the game is launching alongside the campaign. Other rumors were stating that one was going to come ahead of the other, but now this confirms that both are coming at the same time. It is dropping this holiday. What does that mean? Could be late October, could be November, December. Who knows? Is January considered holiday? I hope not. But it's not in this case, because it's definitely said holiday 2021. Now, why did they say holiday instead of giving us an actual date? I don't know if they need that buffer between October and the end of December. I'm not really sure, or maybe this is their way of sort of having a built-in non-official date that in case if they need to push it back a little bit more, they can just say spring of 2022 or something like that. This event was really for the Halo multiplayer, and I gotta say, it looks amazing. And yes, this is one of those that's going to be available on Game Pass day one. Hades is finally coming to console, PS5, Xbox, and yes, it's going to be on Game Pass day one in August. A Plague's Tale Requiem. They showed us a pretty cool in-game trailer. It looked like a bunch of rats that were plaguing the city. Everyone that I speak to about this game has said that it's a hidden gem. Diablo 2 Resurrected. This is the first time Diablo 2 is coming to consoles. It's basically a remaster of the first Diablo 2 on September 23rd. Replaced, a new game from Sad Cat Studios, prettiest 80s inspired platformer I've ever seen. Slime Rancher 2, you're going to be rounding up adorable slimes. 2022. Atomic Heart got a new trailer. Apparently it's a retro inspired shooter. Grounded, currently in game preview. Who knows if it's ever going to come out. Is going to get a new update called the Shroom and Doom update. This update comes with bigger and freakier spiders. Also on Game Pass. The Ascent arrives on Game Pass next month. Among Us is coming to consoles, and it's getting a 15-player lobby with 3 imposters. It's coming to Xbox and Game Pass on June 15th. Outer Worlds 2. Now this trailer, I recommend you definitely go and check out. 100% hilarious, very self-aware. They basically told us that there will be an Outer Worlds 2 and nothing else. And yes, this is another one that's going to be on Game Pass. Forza Horizon 5, set in Mexico. I gotta say, this game is one of those that looks amazing. They were talking in the trailer, they were talking about how they set up cameras to capture scenery in 12K, and then they were showing it to us, but it turns out that it was actual in-game gameplay, because this car comes out of nowhere and then the camera sort of continues with the car, and that's you playing. It just blew my mind how great this game looks. Coming out this year to Xbox and PC November 9th, and yes, that's right, it's going to be on Game Pass. At this point is when Phil Spencer comes out and starts talking for a little bit, but he left us with that one more thing. It was a new IP called Redfall. All they showed us was a CGI trailer, but man was it good. It's basically Arcane Studios' wild take on vampires, and it looks amazing. They didn't really give us too much details about the game. We're still not sure even what the genre is, but we do know that it's coming summer 2022. And yes, you guessed it, gonna be on Game Pass. So I'm gonna put up on the screen games that are coming to Game Pass from Bethesda. Feel free to pause to take a good look at the list. Also, take a look at this, 19 games coming to Game Pass in just 2021. One of those 19 games that I'm super excited for. Anybody that knows me will tell you how huge of an airplane guy or fan I am. Flight Simulator is coming, I think in August. I gotta double check on that, but it's definitely coming to Game Pass exclusively on the Xbox Series X and S. Yes, it looks like this is gonna be the first game that's leaving last gen behind. It already came out on PC last year. IGN gave it a 10. So assuming IGN doesn't re-review the console version, that's gonna be the first 10 that this generation has gotten on its console. That's not a bad way to kick off the generation. I'm very excited about everything that's coming in the near future. This conference was basically this year and 2022, let alone everything else that's coming after. They didn't give us any info on Hellblade 2, Fable, or Forza Motorsport, so I'm assuming all that stuff is 2023. But man, just 2021 and 2022 is fully loaded. If there was ever a time to be an Xbox fan, it's now. So let me know what you guys think. I'd like to hear the top 3 games that has you guys excited coming out in 2021 or 2022. If it was in this game show, I want to hear about it. As usual, like, comment, share, subscribe below if you haven't already. If you like tech and games, make sure to keep it here. Take care.